This looks good. Home sweet home.
Yeah.
Oh, get a buckshot. Get a buck. Get a buckshot. Get a buck. Get a buckshot. Look at this dog. He's just helping out. Get it, boy. Get it. Go, boy. Get a buckshot. Get it, boy. Get it. Get a buckshot, Brick. Go, boy. Go, boy. You did it. That's a good boy.
Let me stretch this out. Yeah. So you want to help me out real quick, and then I'll help you out with this? This way.
That's body blanket.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Sweatwater Fishing. Now, you might be wondering why the heck we're in the woods. So, we decided that since it's fall and winter's coming on, that we are taking a step in a different direction for the fall and winter and spring, at least early spring. We're going to be doing more camping adventures and more bushcraft type things, because we are an outdoor channel. So we're up here in the Sam Houston National Forest. This is going to be a 4-day, 3-night trip for us, and we're going to love it. And we hope you follow us along. We're going to do each day as a different episode. I guess we'll just get into what our gear is. Right now I'm in the Magellan Kings Peak 2-person tent. It's a backpacking tent. Weighs just over a couple pounds. Seems to be pretty cool. And then we have Heath over here in the
Got a
Rakea
design.
Yeah, it's also a 2-person.
It's a 1v2 man. I'm gonna grab the camera. I'll go ahead and show you what I did in here. So tomorrow night's supposed to get really cold. So what we're doing is I learned a long time ago camping in West Texas that if you're cold while you're camping, there's nothing fun about that. So if you want to follow me, show what we got going on. So we got a goose down sleeping bag, just bought. We're gonna see how that works out. We have our best buddy blanket underneath that. We have our comforter underneath that. And then of course you bring a blanket just from home to kind of mask all the bumpiness underneath your tent. But I'm thinking it's gonna be pretty comfortable. I know Chris has got another, he's got a air mattress pad that's a little bit better than this one. So we're gonna see kind of what the difference is between $20, you know? So we'll see how it works.
Got a spider. Bye, spider. Now we're here in the piney woods, so the ground is covered in pines. And as you saw previously in the video, that we've hiked in here and cleared us a little spot here. I'll give you a different view. That's a little different view here. See, we've set the tarp up at an angle. We are expecting quite a bit of rain tonight, and then a temperature drop tomorrow. It's going to be down
It's about 50 degrees between today and tomorrow, probably.
Well, tomorrow's low is going to be 27, so yeah. We are definitely going to be putting our gear to the test. Both of us have a 3-season tent with 3-season. Well, I have a 3-season sleeping bag. He has a 4-season. Well, let's get into the gear. All right, so gear. Like I showed y'all earlier, the tent is the Magellan Kings Peak 2-person. I'm rocking the Kelty Red Wing 50 right now. So I got a bunch of camera batteries, charger for it. Our weekend lovely Sugar Shine Peach Moonshine. It's gonna be awesome. We've got the Silky Saw 21 Super 21. Got the GoPro on a chesty. Got the Canon T6. I don't remember what brand this is, but it's one of those gasifying pot stoves that just runs on twigs and such. I'll show that later in the video. Got some good old coffee. Gotta have the TP. Got some peanut butter, beef jerky. Tonight we packed in, we froze our steaks and packed them in our pack. That way they would still be cold when we got here. Mine's already pretty defrosted as it is. Got some trail mix, got some pistachios, got a complete cookie, got some Buc-ee's candied cashews. Got a little pack here. It's got some flavored tunas, some oatmeal, some ramen. Got the Expedition Research Titanium Grill. That'll also be shown in the video later. Got some toiletries. Got the, I don't know how to pronounce this. I don't know if that's UCO or UOO. I don't know. It's lightweight, cheap. Figured it'd be pretty cool. Got the Combat full body wipes. Those are a must since we're not packing a solar shower this trip. Got the Stanley cooker. Got the coffee rocket, which is a must. Got some sugar. Got some yeah, this is that same brand, UCO, the waterproof matches, the Titan brand. Got some palm olive, travel sized for cleaning dishes and such. We're rocking the gelled 2-liter hydration bladder, and then we've put the Sawyer mini purifier on these, and then I also brought the squeeze pouch for it. That way, because we're dispersed camping up here in the national forest, we have to be no closer than 100 yards. So I think we're just past the 100 yards to Lake Conroe, and that's where we're going to be getting our water.
Barbecue grill over there?
Over where?
Like 30 yards from us.
Yeah. Got your ferro rod, flashlight, headlamp. I think that's about it. I'm rocking 3 cameras. The one that you're on right now is the Canon RH800, which is awesome. Love it to death. And oh yeah, I've also packed in this little three stand stool there. And, you know, clothes and bed and such. And so this is what I've done with the got my sleeping pad, my blow-up pillow, my sleeping bag. I should be pretty warm in here. Plus I got layers just in case. So all right, now we'll go over to Heath's stuff here in a moment. All right, as y'all guys can hear, it's already started raining, so we had to put off on doing Heath's pack gear. We had to hurry up, finish the tents, and
I'll show you tomorrow, don't worry.
Get some firewood together. We dropped a dead standing that was pretty dry. Everything here's a little wet.
We're going to take our firewood out of the water.
Yeah, and as of right now, it is raining, so we're going to try to get a fire started.
You going to go ahead and put logs on all the sides or no?
Nah, this side's good. Prissy.
Here we go. Come here, baby. Stay right here. Come here. Lay down. You're gonna get wet. Come here, bud. Alright, so what we're using right now is called a wet fire. And the great thing about wet fire is obviously you can use it in the rain. So we're gonna use I believe a magnesium rod, strike it, and see if we can get a fire going.
Always put your things back where they go. You don't want to set them down in this kind of weather or in the forest because you lose them very easily. Made like a little hollow here down into the sand as our fire pit. Gotta be careful out in the woods, man.
Thankfully, it is really wet out here. We don't have to worry about the chance of fire spreading, which is good.
hopefully just keep it going.
Well, we worked for what we got. Feels accomplishing. He said there's a clearing not even maybe 70 yards from here that's already had all the work done for us. We could have just set up. So that means we probably should do a little bit more of a concept next time before we actually set up camp. Get under there. Go on.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Chris did a pretty good little job here with his wet fire. And okay, so honest fact, we tried it outside wet fire. It worked great, but we never actually used it with wet wood. And I'll be wet wood. That doesn't make sense. I'll be the first one to tell you now. 2 thumbs up. I like the product. It worked really well. Like it took him 3 strikes and he was there.
More like 5, but hey, I'm still getting used to using a ferro rod.
They have a bigger one too, is the one I want to get. It's like a...
Yeah, the 8" by 1/2 inch. This is the 4" by 3/8 by that Swedish brand. I can't even pronounce it, so don't even ask me to.
Don't worry, they can't either.
Alright everybody, so we had our first mishap. So this tarp is a 12 by 12. Don't remember the brand, I'll show it to y'all later. Got it off Amazon. It was like 30, I think it was 40 bucks in total.
Oh no, I got water added to it.
And the line that it came with
Is flaming hot
is terrible. That is my big negative of this tarp. One of the lines already snapped on us.
Not even in a strong gust of wind.
Yeah, not even in a strong wind. So we replaced the lines with actual 550 paracord, and yeah, so we'll be plenty strong now. Just hopefully the tarp itself holds up, because on this trip pretty much every bit of our gear is going to be in review over the next, let's say, 4 or 5 camping trips, because it's all new to us and we're going to give you our honest opinion. We're not sponsored by any of these brands, even though if anybody wants to, hey, what's up?
Okay, right.
But
we pretty much bought what, you know, I guess a typical American could afford, you know. Probably $100 sleeping bags, $120 tents, nothing too expensive, but you know,
$100 packs. We wanted to go with most of our, you know, essential gear, name brand stuff. I've done.
Side note, check out this fire, guys.
Oh yeah, check it out, guys. Woo. Roaring.
Actually, let's go here and check out our backdrop.
In the rain. Pretty impressive. First time using wet fire. Oh, that's all right. Let them burn.
We gotta move that one in.
That's alright.
The other one's spread over there.
We'll throw those big ones on top of it. Or out of the way. Either way, they'll burn. Firewood. In the state parks, we have to use nothing but dead standing or dead dropped. We can't cut anything new down. And we do abide by those rules. We are abiding by the pack in, pack out. And yeah, we're sticking to all the rules. We got to take care of our parks. That way we can continue to do stuff like this for free. But isn't it wonderful? Hey, we're gonna go walk over here and check out this little clearing that he was talking about. And I had an idea that we're gonna use this area for our bushcraft stuff. We're gonna attempt to make a couple shelters over the next couple days, just as in good practice. Oh wow, this place is awesome. Damn, we totally should have moved over here. Wow. Let's look. Look, guys. Look at this. Yeah, there's a lot of dead standing. Looks like the ground's tore up in some spots. That looks like by animals. But this spot is awesome. And it's like a full circle. It's all cleared out here. You can see us back over there. This is so cool. Man, we love being in the woods. This is just like we love fishing and hunting. There's gonna be some hunting coming. So hope everybody's okay with that. Hey look, there's a mushroom over here. Looks very poisonous. I'm not well versed in wild edibles. But oh yeah, it just fell apart. Look at that. So anybody has any suggestions on wild edible foraging books that we can start studying, please leave a comment about that. God, it's just wonderful. Look at these trees. Definitely needed this, guys. Get out here, decompress. Awesome. Oh, let me get back to camp. Alright guys, we've had a little rainstorm come in, that's why we didn't have the camera out. But we built this firewall, backstop, whatever you want to call it. And to get those stakes in, carved out a bushcraft hammer. So yeah, a little bit about what we're doing, I think. Get to finally test out all of the skills I've been learning. We just lashed these at the top with some of that string that the tarp came with. I say that very annoyed. Yeah, we just got this so that it'll push back against our camp area. Sorry, I can't figure out the nighttime mode on this one.
I don't wonder what this is going to end a little bit.
But we're going to be letting these coals cook down a little bit further and then set up some logs on the side so that we can use the titanium grill and cook some meat, cook some dinner. Catch back with you. What's up, everybody? It's a little later. We've already lost so much light here in the forest. We had to let our coals go down. I didn't get a shot of us actually cooking the food. It was a little too dark for that. But we're winding down for the night. We put quite a few logs on the fire to make sure that it goes as long as possible. Tomorrow's gonna be cold. Might do shifts and put wood on the fire.
That's exactly what we're gonna have to do.
But food was good. We made two, I think they were like 8-ounce.
I think they're Angus steak.
They were the
bacon
sirloins.
wraps.
Yeah, bacon wrapped sirloins. I think they were 8-ounce. We whipped up some instant mashed potatoes. Dinner was good, real good. That titanium grill worked out really well, actually. I was very impressed with it. And we're just gonna have a couple drinks and chill out by the fire for a few more minutes, and then we're gonna hit the sack.
Good morning, everybody. Day 2. Got a little cold last night. We put quite a few logs on the fire, and before we went to bed, and it burned out. I think we went to bed about around 9. Around 2, it was just a pile of coals. We had to get up and get the fire going again. And we got up at 5 and added more. Now it's 7. I just got it back up. Got it back up again. What's up?
It was cold at 5.
It was cold at 5? You got it up again?
Did it go out when you got up?
Almost. It was almost out when I got up. But I got it roaring again. Made myself a couple cups of coffee. In a moment. I'm about to go get some more water. As you can see, our back wall.
I'll show my viewers how I slept.
Our back wall burnt up last night whenever we added a bunch of wood to it. Oh well, it just added fuel to the fire. We did make sure that it was not going to go through and catch the forest on fire, obviously. But also last night after supper, we went down to the lake and washed the dishes, and I lost my spoon. So a little scavenger hunt must have fell out of my pocket. So there's our morning.
Hey, what? The epoxy in my boots work.
Lake Conroe.
Look at how yours since they're brand new. No blisters or nothing?
No.
No?
We'll camp back in the woods back that way. It's beautiful. It is windy and cold. Getting some water. Filling up from water.
Filling up water here in the lake. As you can see, gorgeous day though. It is a little chilly, not gonna lie to you.
What's up, everybody? So this morning after I left you guys, we went and got water. Still haven't eaten breakfast yet, but we made the decision to move camp over here to that clearing because it's gonna get much colder tonight, and we're not having any rain, so we redid the tarp differently. Let me walk y'all around here. Show y'all what we did. So we were camped back over there, and we moved over here to the clearing, and we set up the tarp in a lean-to fashion as a wind break, because the wind's gonna pick up and it's gonna get much colder tonight. We got the fire in between us. So that should help out tremendously with warmth tonight. Yeah. Now I think we're set up pretty good. Got some water on the fire. Just waiting for it to boil. And gonna eat some breakfast. I think it's like maybe 10 o'clock now. Hungry. See y'all in a bit. It's day 3. We made it through the cold night. We got Gage out here. He actually slept outside the tent and kept the fire going for us. Thank you, Gage. Heating up some water, drinking some coffee. Gonna cut our camp a little short. Tomorrow's got a heavy forecast of rain. We don't want to hike out in the rain.
So we're gonna pack up camp and explore a little bit the rest of the day and head home.
All right, so we messed up and we weren't able to film Heath's gear and do the review on his stuff. But now that since we have been through the trip, he's going to tell you a little bit about what he thought about his products. We're just going to slip this little video right in with the rest of it, and here we go.
What's up, everybody? Good to see y'all again. It's not 27 degrees outside, so happy about that. So Chris had a Kelty, what is yours called again? Red Wing, right?
Yeah, the Red Wing.
So 50. He has a Kelty Red Wing 50 liter. I went out and got a Coyote 80 liter. Fun fact, Chris now has the same bag, so we can definitely hike in a lot more stuff. But let's go ahead and get in this bag and I'll show you what we got. So first, in our little front pouch, I've got my Outdoorsman Lab comforter or pillow top pad. It's pretty comfortable when I used it camping. I only had to blow it up maybe twice out of 3 days pretty much, so I would definitely give that 2 thumbs up. The only problem with it is I do want to get a bigger one because for me I do have 2 dogs with me. Alright, so yeah, Outdoorsman worked out great, but I do need a bigger one just because having the 2 dogs, it's pretty nice them actually being able to cuddle next to you. And the second night I felt so bad because they were shaking, so went ahead and whipped out the other blanket and used that on top of us, and that actually helped out a lot. I got myself a little deck of cards because you never know when your buddies want to play a card game. It's not necessarily a necessity, but it helps out. This stuff came in handy a lot. Wet fire, I'm sure y'all saw us, or you saw Chris use this to light the fire whenever it was raining. Works out great. Got my little handy dandy knife sharpener. Never leave home without that. That definitely came in handy. I think they're $2.95 at Walmart, something like that. They're not too expensive. We open up this pack. I got my 10 poles right here and stakes. Got herself a MRE. Those are really good. What's great about that is you don't really even have to boil water to put it in it because it's going to do it for you. Chili mac with beef. These are really good. I think we had I had the lasagna one. I'm not sure, which one did you eat?
You had the lasagna from Wise House.
That's
and then
right.
And you also had the turkey chili with beans. What's that other company? They're like a an MRE, but without all the extra stuff. It still has the water heater in it. I'll have to open my pack and look at the brand on that, but they're pretty good stuff. Do you not have any more of those in there?
No, I don't. If I would have, I'd already eaten them all. That's,
right.
That's
they
sure.
are pretty tasty. I do recommend them. And the other thing with the actual MREs that a lot of people don't know is it comes with a ton of stuff.
Yes.
And you can actually break it down into like 2 separate meals for sure. It can definitely be extended out. They do weigh a lot more than the dehydrated stuff.
It's true.
But
you could pack in 3 MREs for your...
Yeah, and you're good for 6 meals, something like that. So, anyways, back to his stuff.
So let's see what else we got in here. We got some batteries for our headlamps. I made sure to pack a little bit extra for me and Chris.
Yeah, we weren't really sure how dark it was going to be in the forest with the weather the way it was.
So I have a headlamp here that is the one that we let our buddy Gage use, and then my other one is in a different spot. Quick review on this knife. Worked out amazing. It's called a Reaper. I got it at Academy. Had no trouble clearing brush, opening cans, doing whatever I really needed to get done. Worked out great, and I liked that it didn't weigh a lot, like a wooden-handled buoy or something else that you might want to hike in, like other knives that are just going to be really cumbersome to carry. It wasn't. We'll go ahead and close that pouch up. What I really like about this bag is there's a lot of different spots for it. Like if you want to put your tent poles, you can add tent poles here. You can connect your top of your bag all the way down to the bottom because it detaches this spot right here, which is really cool. I used it as a sleeping bag, not a sleeping bag, a pillow. So in my top part was where I kept all my little Snicker snacks whenever you're out camping, because I would just kind of carry this around the campsite because I'm a fatty. So we got a fruit grain bar, a protein bar. What is this? Another protein bar, 12 grams. Got some deodorant because nobody wants to be camping and be stinky, because that's a quick way to not have anybody be in your tent with you. And then of course more food because, like I said, fatty Magoo. Go ahead and pull one of these out for later because donut sticks. All right, so we got our cool little side pockets here. Normally I keep my stainless steel, but hey, stop chasing lights, calm down. But right now I'm cleaning that and getting that washed out. I have my camp
he's talking
bags.
about the Stanley stainless steel cookware, the 2-person cookware that you've seen in the videos.
Those are amazing, by the way. I have this just as it was used to kind of gather water down at the lake for us. It's really used to transport dog water. And that's pretty much what we used it for there. But then it ended up being coffee water. So, to each his own.
Yeah, do what you gotta do. He's got on the side, he's also got this clipped on the dog water, collapsible dog water and food bowl. They worked out great.
It is really nice to use, actually. Looks really cool. You got your side pockets here. We have a compass. I did keep more wet fire in there that we used. And I also kept a butane lighter that we used.
Many backups for starting fires.
You can never have too many. Over here I kept extra batteries. We had I had some utensils in there to eat with. I have a really cool knife that breaks apart in there to eat with. This thing, never leave home without it. This is your Sawyer. This is what you use to filter all your water that you're going to be running your hydration bladder through.
Sawyer Minis.
This is the same one that
but don't make the mistake that we did. Since the storms were rolling in, the water was turned up a lot, so there's a lot of sediment and stuff in the waters, and we left home without the backwash plunger for it.
Yep.
And it ended up becoming clogged and was a real pain. So we won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, by the last day we were not able to get fresh drinking water out of them because we couldn't drink it. Anything we wanted to drink, we had to pretty much boil.
Yeah.
And that was going to be a pain.
And it was very gritty.
Then I got my Rakea.
Yeah, that's the tent that we showed earlier. It's just all packed up.
It worked out great. Here's my bestie blanket from Kelty. Gotta rep Kelty. Can't not at this point. That thing worked out really great. I let Chris use that on the second night because it was really, really cold.
Yeah. Between that one and between the blanket and my sleeping bag, it was 24 degrees and I was just fine. So
here we have my sleeping bag. This is called a nature hike. I really recommend those. That's a Goose Down. It's very warm. I think lowest rating is 20 to 17 degrees, something like that.
Didn't you say that one's, is that a 500 fill or an 800 fill?
I believe it is a 800, but I will have to check that fact. But I wanted to make sure that I got it.
And that one is his blow-up pillow.
That's my little pillow that I have.
His is a little bit different than mine in shape and size. His didn't come with the strap to hold it to your sleeping pad, which is one of the features that I really like about mine, because when you're all snuggled up inside your sleeping bag, you don't want your pillow just slipping and sliding everywhere.
You really don't.
And he did have a problem with that. But
our colder trips that we might have, if I don't want to hike in this Goose Down, you have an extra cold weather Ozark trail, which I have to say, this thing, it couldn't have cost me but maybe $45. It's one of the best sleeping bags I've had for 5.5, 6 years now. It was so good. The guy that was sleeping with me slept outside in 24-degree weather because it was too hot inside the tent.
right, and the dogs and Heath, and but like we said, he definitely helped out. Him sleeping outside, he kept feeding the fire, kept us all warm. So definitely a big shout out to Gage for that.
For sure. We're gonna try to plan another trip for you guys soon. Once we discover our location and figure out where we want to go, we'll definitely be letting you know on that, so y'all can reach out to us. Maybe tell us some cool spots around here in Texas that might be fun to go check out.
Or when we we'll post the dates when we're going to be heading out, and if anybody wants to come camping with us, please just comment and let us know. We'd love to share the experience with everyone else.
We'd love to have you come on out. It's all in good fun when you're out in nature. And be sure to tune in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, let me rephrase that, we get sweaty so you don't have to, guys.